So I got a weird. First of all, before I ask this weird question, how was y'all weekend?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Too many parties.
But besides your dilemma, we don't not bring
I
stuff
was about
up.
to throw shade if I didn't talk to you yesterday about it.
Throw shade.
Yes, throw shade. You want me to explain what throw shade is? I'll explain
Not
to you.
really.
Okay.
I feel like it's something we should talk over off the air.
But that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that off air.
So what's your question? Okay, so you know how I do shenanigans with my family members or friends. So we're in the sound room. My little brother comes in, and he asked me the weirdest question. I don't know where he got this question from. He said, "Hey, I got a question for you." I'm like, shoot. Then he asked me if the turtle shell, if he lost his shell, is he homeless or is he naked?
What?
I cannot respond to that question.
What?
I don't know how to respond.
How would?
I can't even. I literally can't even.
Sound like a bad situation for the turtle.
It does sound like a bad. Then he.
This is a perfect moment to say awkward turtle.
Okay. Then the other question is, then we're going to start playing music. He asked, if we walk on the sidewalk, where do the homeless people sleep?
Oh.
He just kept asking me these dumb questions. Then this really took the cake.
What is it? Is he fascinated with homeless people?
No, he just asked dumb questions.
I don't know. Maybe he's going through a phase.
I think he is. Then
Like a just phase where his mind is opening up and he's just seeing things in a new light. Okay?
like
Especially homeless people.
it took this long. Then the last question that he's asking these questions while we're in church because we're in the sound room.
Okay.
Then the last question he asked, if Jesus and God live in space, how come astronauts haven't seen them? And I just looked at him and I was like, shut up. Just shut up.
No, they don't live in space, they live in heaven. I don't know.
Like, I just know he come, like, I was like,
I'm
but
just
to
gonna
read.
have to meet him, and I'm just gonna have a one-on-one conversation with him. Just let him know what's going on.
You're not going to get a breakthrough because I tried. You're not going to get a breakthrough. I'm just going to let you know.
And so he's asking these questions, but he knows.
I think he's asking them to just get under my skin or under, just to
so
like.
He's just attacking you.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? These questions?
Who doesn't, Stacy?
Because he would, he just walked in. He was like, got a question, blah blah blah, turtle. I'm just like, what are you doing?
What am I not doing? Just keep talking.
No, because I'm a neat. I don't know what to do.
I'm plugging this in because I need to charge it. I don't have my phone charger.
Okay.
They always do something
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
It's not.
And
It's
I'm always
only
there to
awkward.
catch it. I just don't.
It's only awkward when you make it awkward.
I'm
That
off the
wasn't-
radio. I'm off the air.
I'm off already. Oh gosh. You made me lost what I was going to play.
Dang it! I ruined everything.
Not all the time.
Right, Stacey was on it.
I think speaking about on it, we just found the first song. Again, you're listening to WWSU 106.9 Fairboard Dates Right Choice. We got a lot of stuff for you today. We got the Troll album reviews, and we got Steve Bailey coming up in the 11:15 hour. Again, you're listening to WWSU 106.9 Fairboard Dayton Dates Right Choice. So, over the weekend, had bonfire. Gilbert, Matt, just go. We're just going to give you a hug or something before we leave the show. I feel like you just want.
I'm holding you to it.
I thought you had canceled.
No, we rescheduled.
When?
I sent you a text on Labor Day.
I didn't get a text.
See?
You did get a text because you said on me using Gatlinburg.
Yeah, I was in Gatlinburg for the first one. The first text you sent me.
What?
See?
What?
See? There's a problem here.
Okay.
I saw somewhere. I saw you were like, "Oh, thanks a lot, somebody. It's canceled." Where was that? Twitter, Facebook?
No, that was Snapchat. I was talking about the
Snapchat, yeah.
icebreaker.
Oh
my
God.
I can't say the specific words I said on there, but I know what you're talking about. No, that's totally different.
That was so I.
That
Yeah, so I didn't
was
come for no reason.
that was a totally different problem. No,
So there's another person that didn't get that text.
get over it, man. He's gonna hold this over for like the whole until the Super Bowl thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's okay.
It's okay, man.
If I don't get a text for that one, someone's gonna get hurt.
Are you stopping a Super Bowl party?
I'm trying to.
Is Lee King gonna be there?
What?
Lee King and who else was there? I can't remember.
Tay, you, Matt, no. Why did I do it? Malcolm,
He was-
Matt.
Both of you weren't there last year.
Yeah,
Both of you weren't there last year.
I was there.
not last year.
No.
That was the year before.
Yeah, that was
Whoa.
the year
That was the year
before.
before, yeah.
Yeah, you're in a time loop, bro.
Man,
Grab a mic, though. Grab a mic.
Grab a
Nobody
mic.
hear you.
why did you just sit there? What the? There's a microphone right here.
Oh, I was showing Malcolm something.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was.
And we,
Fine.
we,
Malcolm?
we
We're
don't
here right now. We're doing this. Let's get back to
and
it.
dropping pencils.
Jeez.
But anyways, to what you saw on Snapchat, I went to the icebreaker Saturday.
What's an icebreaker? Is that for freshmen?
No, I don't know. I just went, bro. I just went. I just know
Is it
it's
on
supposed
campus?
to be a party.
It's a party?
Yes, it's a party. I make it difficult than it has to be.
Okay.
So I went and everything's going fine. Then like as soon as it's 12:45 hit, these two big dudes start fighting for no reason. They like taking their shirt off. They think they're Incredible Hulk, like Hulk smash, and they're like beating
the
the
time
stuff
of the
out
day.
each other. Then I guess somebody told somebody that there was like 6 fights. No, it was just 2 humongous dudes, and it took like 6 people to break up the and 5 cops.
Each dude counts for 3 fights.
Yes. Each punch counts for 3 fights.
Oh my gosh.
So it was that. Then the bonfire we're using Gatlinburg. What was you in Gatlinburg for?
The mountains?
The mountains, man. Shut up.
What else would be in Gatlinburg for?
I didn't even know where Gatlinburg was. I thought it was in Kentucky. It's in Tennessee.
Yes.
Tennessee.
Yes.
It's beautiful out
I'm gonna
there.
let you pass because you're not from America.
I am from a mother.
You were.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Never mind. I take that back. I remember now.
I'm just
You remember now?
I remember now.
That's like the lady I just talked to, the Bursar lady, about my tuition. And she's like, yeah, all the foreign kids, they do this and this. And I'm like,
Oh.
all right.
all right. We're
Just
all
saying, I was.
It's okay. Everybody gets hugs.
I don't have a green card. I have a citizenship.
green card.
I'm a natural-born American.
I think it's
Other
funny.
things I can't say because of the FCC weekend on Stacy.
What?
Sound like I heard crickets.
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
really quiet.
This is what-
So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
so bonfire was really fun.
Yeah, it was cool. We started throwing glow sticks at each other like they was like shurikens.
Oh,
Then we had
Well.
to stop throwing them at each other because Lee started putting them in his pants.
Lee.
Yeah. So we was like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Lee doing now? He's school.
He's in school. He's at last year at Sinclair. He's assistant soccer coach at Stivers.
Nice.
You just had like that difficult smile you get. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Go,
thumbs
go
up.
Stivers.
Yeah. I'm caught on fire, but it's okay now.
I know that's sad.
That was,
My sister's like, oh, Stivers got caught on fire again.
and she's gonna blow it up on the big screen. Here, let me press airplay.
Was it a big fire? Like building
No, it was
came
just
down?
a prop room. Shut up.
Just a-
I know what I said. Prop room.
Problem.
Yeah,
Proper?
prop room.
Proper?
Are we really gonna talk about my English?
What are you trying to say?
No.
Prop room. Shut. Are we? Really?
Prop room?
I said prop room.
I said it was a
Like
problem.
play prop,
Yes, the
props
play
for players.
room.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, that's what I thought.
I thought you were saying like problem in like an Asian
I
accent.
thought you were saying proper.
No.
Problem.
Wow. This is really left field, guys. You really hit the ball out of the ballpark this time.
That's it. It is what it is. Stivers, man.
Yeah, 'cause you couldn't hit the ball.
Who was the theater? Remember who the theater teacher was?
Thomas Ellie.
Thomas Ellie. Who the hell is that?
The theater teacher that you just asked about.
Oh, that one lady. That one lady. Okay, that was really scary. Nobody talked to. She
The
was like,
lady's name is Thomas.
no, Thomas Ellie.
Thomas Ellie.
I thought that was like the first and last name.
That's what I thought he said. I thought he said Thomas Ellie.
Are you
That's the
real?
whole first name.
Last name.
Are you really going to talk about my English here?
Thomas Ellie.
Thomas Ellie.
Thomas Ellie.
Thomas Ellie.
Yes.
Thomas
It's not so
Ellie.
much your English,
Like-
it's your,
like-
it's your enunciation of things.
Oh, whatever. Lick my grits.
What? How about no?
I don't want you to anyway.
Yeah,
But anyways,
Stacy.
left field. But yes, her name is Thomas Ellie. Like, you know how the raps was saying Cinderella? It's really Miss Thomas Ellie.
Okay.
And if you got her name wrong, it's like she goes Super Saiyan on you. She,
It's World War III.
Do you remember that video? That little kid that goes Super Saiyan?
Yes.
It's so
he
weird.
attempted to go Super Saiyan. Just,
He just screamed really hard.
I'm mad he was black though. I'm really mad.
They like
If you
remade
haven't
it.
seen
They
the
gave him the hair and
go on
everything.
if you're really bored, just go on YouTube. What's the kid?
Just look up
Super Saiyan?
black kid goes Super Saiyan.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not the video, but
It is.
anyway.
That's what it's called.
Really?
Yeah. I'm dead serious.
And you're just gonna see this like skinny kid. He has to be in like his 12 years old. Or... I'm gonna throw a rock at you. I'm gonna, on break. I'm just gonna throw a break. Shut up! You're making me angry. I'm trying to use substitute words for what to say.
You're just talking about throw a brick of money at
A
him.
rat in a cage.
What?
I
What?
said, despite all of his rage, he's nothing but a rat in a cage.
Yeah, we're turning his mic off. Why does it smell like greens in here?
We got some greens in my pocket. Nah, I'm just kidding.
It might be the food.
That was like the blackest.
That's a good.
No.
Did you
Like,
hear
I
what he
got
said?
mad now, so I was like, why do you think? What's
It might be the food. That's a good assumption. I
This song.
think that's a smell of food.
This
Okay.
giant bag of Panera right beside me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are these people hear us
But
out
yeah.
here?
Hey, but you know what? Fall's coming soon. Y'all ready for Halloween and whatnot?
Woo!
Yes,
No.
I am.
Oh no! Why you say no?
I don't like Halloween.
Do you
Well, it
celebrate
doesn't
Halloween?
Like you. It's alright. This mic is off. It's like keep it.
You're
Sounds like-
absolutely right. It does not like me.
Do you not celebrate Halloween or anything?
I haven't celebrated Halloween since I was 9.
9?
9.
Why?
You suck. That's a human.
That's sad.
What?
That's
You say you-
Halloween is awesome.
There's nothing better than free candy.
Well,
Free and candy,
What happens
what?
when you have too much candy and you hate the costumes and you've actually thrown up multiple times almost every Halloween?
Why did you?
Are you
choose
the kid that
costumes
gets the
you hate?
blade in his like candy apple? Are you that kid? Does that happen to you?
Dark.
Like Office Simpson. Mom,
that-
why is there a shard of glass on my apple?
But yeah, they used to.
Yeah,
do
it
that.
was really
Yeah.
sad.
Like, they used to
Put
ju-
shard.
Yeah, shards of anything in the candy or apples,
Yeah,
like you
I'm-
said. That was great.
That's so sad.
I don't know why they thought pleasure into that. Like, ha ha ha! You have glass sticking out of your tongue.
Blades through your throat.
Like,
All right.
You're dying. Ha, ha, ha. I really, I don't see the.
I'm excited about the haunted houses and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of going to what's that place in Franklin? You
Oh.
walk through it.
Like the,
Franklin,
Land of
Ohio.
Illusion?
Land of Illusion. Yeah.
I still haven't been to that, and I
I've never
have.
been to that either.
It's right by a paintballing place where I've been to like a couple times so far.
Yeah.
Like last
I
week
only
I
been
went.
to one paintball place. I was in Hewer. Yeah, I got shot.
That stuff
Multiple.
hurts.
Heck yeah.
Have
I
you
had
ever-
like scars like on my body from it.
Okay,
Here,
so
bleeding
did
right
you
here.
go when you went paintballing? Did
Yeah.
you have like Marines and Army dudes just like?
Just with you?
No, they happened to be there that day, and
They're not on any teams. They just shoot you.
they're on teams, but
Uh-huh.
they just all happened to be there using their sharp shooting skills on you.
I had one guy that had like he had the grass on his gun and everything, and he had like a beard and he was wearing all camo. He looked like he should be fighting overseas. Like he'd be efficient.
Or that normal avatar for Call of Duty. With all the camouflage. And you're nowhere near woods anyway, but you're like playing in the New York City level.
But they
and
can't
he's
see
the
you.
only guy with the grass camouflage.
This doesn't apply here.
Wonder why he getting shot.
I look like the concrete. This is I'm ready for new zombies, man.
New zombies.
Black Ops.
Okay. I feel like I can't play with zombies with you anymore.
Why?
'Cause-
You played with me once.
No,
you
I
came to
played
my
with
dorm
you
room once.
5 times. Then we played again when you brought over to the house.
What house?
My house.
I brought.
year before
Oh,
you brought over.
yeah. I remember that.
I can't. I feel because I
Yeah,
keep
you
listening
got-
to you.
What's that?
Yeah, he was there.
What?
So is he.
Super Bowl party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I sucked. I'm not good at shooting. I panic like it's real life.
But anyway,
They're about to get me.
every time I listen to you on zombies,
Uh-huh.
we always die.
Okay.
I hated
But
that.
then when I listen to somebody else, they say you're not supposed to stay in that one spot. You know the bus.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to stay in the freaking gas station.
Oh yeah, you're not.
No.
Now
You're
now
not.
I know.
But
Listening to you, we was like, just stay, keep going to the box.
the thing is, if you don't get a good gun and you leave, then you're gonna be screwed. So you gotta stay till you get enough money to get the gun. But then the bus leaves, so you gotta wait for it to come back. That's why we're always there.
I don't think it comes back at all.
It does come back.
If it comes back, it's on the RTA schedule.
Checking the clock. 5 minutes.
It's an hour, we're still fighting the same zombies.
I like how they all look the same. Every single zombie is exactly the same. That it's clones.
I'm pretty sure that's what they are.
Yeah.
Still not good at it, though.
Yeah.
alright, I
I'm
guess-
worse than you, Malcolm.
What was that other game we were playing?
We was playing Halo.
Yeah, I sucked at it.
Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah.
doing good.
You was
'cause
doing-
I would run up and then randomly punch him and think he'd die.
I taught him that, and it became more worse than me.
He said, taught me that. No.
You were punching him?
Because I would be like shooting at him. He'd be like,
Like, I would charge him with bullets flying and just go like, bam.
Oh my
he'd
God.
die.
I'm just like, why did I teach him that?
He's like shooting like you just punch him.
I want to play that now.
But I just know when Lee came over, then me and Lee was on teams, and he was on somebody's team, and we just like annihilated them.
Oh.
I still
Yeah,
tried to punch him.
I remember that. That was horrible. That was
Oh
really
gosh,
horrible.
good.
How could you do that to a person?
You just walk up to a person, and you just and you game over. They respawn, and you do them again.
Yep.
Well
Yeah.
put.
Where you
That's my mail. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. He's popular now.
Oh.
Getting a lot of mail today.
All the ladies.
Advertisements.
Advertisement.
Yep, all the ladies.
Go to
On
Matt
the
Got the
ad.
Chicks. .org.
What chicks?
The white chicks.
You know I don't swing that way.
This is on the
That's-
radio, right?
Yeah, it's on the radio.
I'm still gonna say this. But
Wait.
the-
Wait.
what?
Wait.
Did I have to censor myself?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll censor
censor
myself.
yourself.
Oh, with cuss words. I'm just gonna say what I'm. Okay.
I'm watching
The
you.
females this year are outrageous.
Yes.
Is it
Yes,
just
they
me?
are. No, it's not just
There's
you.
so many of them, guys.
We're-
They're everywhere. Last year was like nothing. Nothing.
he is exactly right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everybody just clap. God bless you.
God bless great state. It's like I'm playing on.
God bless the parents. There's another standing ovation for the parents who made them.
Yes.
Not for the dads that we might have to eventually meet.
That
Yeah.
was good. That was good.
Dads.
Yes.
What are you talking about, man?
He skips that step.
That's none of my business.
I'm the new daddy.
Yeah, drink the tea. Yeah, what? Do I have to press the dump button?
Dump?
Yeah.
What is that?
No,
Jesus,
you don't
no,
have business.
no.
Is that what that means?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I don't know what he
No, you
said.
said-
John, what did you say?
I don't know what he said, so
I
I'm a
said-
little concerned what happened.
Said- Go ahead, go ahead.
It's
No, you said it.
censor.
Yeah.
I'm the new daddy. That's all you
Oh, okay. He has his own He changes the whole domain for GoDaddy.com.
John's new daddy.com.
I'm your new. Oh man.
That's messed up.
Oh, what's up, man?
Ladies outside, just watch out for John.
Just watch out.
I'm
for
coming
John.
for you.
I'm coming for you.
We're gonna put a new blog out. John.
Beware of John.
Beware of John. He's just gonna have this face like. No, teasing with thumbs up.
You're next.
Beware of John.
That's terrible, guys.
What?
What if I was? Oh man, that'd be so scary.
That reminds me
I
of
thought you was about to say,
Hellbear.
what if he was a rapist? I'm like,
No.
What? I was like, I guess we'll
Don't
be
even
looking.
bring that into it. Like,
I was gonna be like, we gotta check our emails now.
everybody getting advertisements from John.
You want to hang out?
For you if you don't forward this.
John scared.
Did you guys
John
hear
scared
about
chicks.
that dude that was doing crazy things in the library? It was just like
Was this like recently or?
last semester.
No,
At the
Oh, you talking about the guy who's like following them to the restroom?
Yeah.
You know,
That was
Oh,
really
yeah,
scary.
That stuff.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
what?
always got to
It
be an
was
Arab
in the
guy
library
too.
And it was in the
Mine.
elevator in Millette.
Wait, somebody, please explain the host.
It's like a really tall Arab guy was like.
Okay,
You can tell
there's
us the story.
okay. There's been reports about an Arab man following. Well, first the library. There's an Arab man following a lady into the women's restroom, and he groped her inside a stall, and then also. Oh gosh, this is awkward.
No.
And then also in Millette, in the elevator, there was another Arab man. I'm not sure if it was the same one or not, but he was
Same guy.
maybe the same
You
guy.
guys start laughing. This is serious.
It is very serious.
This is
very
very
serious.
serious.
Sorry to the
And
woman this happened to.
He was groping this lady in the elevator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was the end of it? Yeah.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
basically.
That's pretty sad.
I thought it was more to his story.
No.
John, don't be that guy.
No, he was tall, right? He was super tall.
Yeah, you're short.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Rubbing it in.
You trying to mess up his cred. Okay.
It's you know what?
What?
His cred. I don't even know.
Oh, it's credit. Okay.
I thought
Man,
you
I
said career.
really
I
need
was like,
to-
What happened?
I gotta go, guys.
Yeah, his career is pretty
It's
short.
cool. It's cool.
I have 15 minutes now. I can't believe 20 minutes is flew
I
by like
mean, let's applaud John for being punctual,
Going to class early.
but still could be sitting in the back of the class.
that. I'm scared of the teachers.
I don't understand, man. I don't understand. You get there early, but you still sit in the back. I guess that's your way of scouting girls out. I don't know.
Oh, that's half of it.
Figure it out.
Let's
Oh, run, girl, outside. Run.
Please
coming
follow
for
John.
you.
That'd be what.
Oh, she dipped. She is out. Yes, she's down the hall.
She saw your face.
She saw you from the corner of her eye, and then she was like, I gotta go.
John,
Run for your life.
we're gonna play a song under your behalf.
What is it?
Randomizer.
Randomize it.
I really wish I had a randomizer, but you heard of Bobby Smurda? That we're gonna
Good.
we're gonna play that for you.
Actually, play Was It Low by Lil Bibby.
No, we're not going that far.
He talks. Yeah, it's very. Actually, don't play that song.
Yeah,
Don't play that song. Yeah, sure, but yeah.
Again, yeah, this is you. Again, you're listening to WWSU 106.9, Fairboard Dayton, Dayton's right choice. You made me mad now. This is your right state.
I try to make a next month tune up.
But as promised, we have Steve Bailey on the phone. Can you hear me loud and clear, Steve?
I can, thank you.
Awesome. And real quick, you are listening to Your Right State on WWSU 106.9, Fairboard Dayton, Date's Right Choice, with DJ Cuest, DJ Matt, and the producer of Dayton's first reality TV show, Steve Bailey. First, Steve, I got to ask, where are you originally from?
Cincinnati.
So born and raised in
Born and raised in Cincinnati, and I actually went to school at Bowling Green State University.
What was your major?
Broadcast journalism.
Broadcast journalism. So, thinking back, did you knew this was possible when you first came up with this idea for Dayton to have his first reality TV show?
Sure. I think one thing we've learned about the Dayton community is Dayton is very much into local programming. Anything that really highlights the great things about the area that we live in, Dayton's very proud of it, and I think our viewers embrace it. And so we learned that when we launched Living Dayton a couple years ago, which is our hour-long lifestyle show, and it airs on WDTN every day at noon. And the Miami Valley was very accepting of that, and I think everyone enjoys seeing local programming about their area. And so as I came up with the idea for this reality show, we wanted to do something that was feel-good reality. And so basically the underlying premise of our show, our tagline is everybody has something to prove. And that's really the premise of the show is we didn't want to bring a group of people together and it be all high-end drama. That's not what this show is about. Those shows already exist, and people tune into those shows. But what we wanted to do was bring a show that really highlighted 6 unique individuals and really tell their stories and tell what they have to prove and follow their journey. I think as you look at that period of time from when you graduate high school and you start college, although I think all of them had a fun summer, it's a little nerve-wracking. Your life is changing in a variety of different ways. You're going to be living on your own. You're going to be facing new challenges as you head off to college. And so, there's the pressures of that, but then each individual cast member of the Valley also has their own underlined story that they want to tell. And that's been the great thing really this summer. We started shooting in May, and we wrapped everything up a couple weeks ago. But just seeing their journey and seeing them progress and them grow in so many different ways and become more mature young adults, it's been really fun in a variety of ways. But on day one when we cast these 6 individuals, I joke around. I say I became a father of 6 immediately because you take a lot on when you're telling their stories, and so it's been a really fun journey on a lot of fronts.
Going back through the auditions earlier you had this year, what did you see in each individual cast member that you casted for the show?
Sure. I think going into any casting, you always know what you're looking for. And in the case of our show, it was very unique, different than anything we've cast before, because we were looking for 6 unique individuals. Originally we were only going to have 5 members of the cast, and we ended up adding a 6th member just because we felt like we had 6 stories to tell. So that's a little, it went from 5 to 6 because of that. But in that casting process, you start to see certain things stand out about different groups of individuals. And in this case, you have, maybe the jock. So we had our pool of jocks to choose from. Then you have your pool of unique individuals. And so as you start to group those people together, then you start to, take that down smaller and smaller and really see who stands out. And no doubt, when I look at the group that we ended up with, there were individuals from the minute they started speaking to us at the audition, I knew that they were going to be a cast member.
So throughout the whole production of this show, what did you learn from this besides watching them growing up? Was it just like how? I'm trying to figure out how it was.
No, I understand what you're saying. I think 18-year-olds today face a lot of the same issues that they did 20 years ago, but there's so many more layers to it, and there's so many more issues that they're dealing with in today's world that we never had to deal with 20 years ago. And so looking at them individually, but then also as a whole, just as a whole as 18-year-olds in today's day and age, I think something people are going to be really surprised about as they watch the show In one of the episodes, the 6 cast members are all at a dinner, and they really open up about their high school experiences and what goes on, the good and the bad, at their high schools. And I think it will be eye-opening for people in the Dayton area, and it should be. They talk about things that are going on at school that the schools really don't want probably out there. There are issues of drugs and drinking, or, they touch on all of those issues. I mean, the show is very real, and these 6 cast members are very candid in what they open up about and talk about. A lot of the issues that may be going on, I think something you'll find that one of the cast members is from a small farm town in northern Dayton, and what high school students are doing on the weekends that their parents don't know about in northern Dayton compared to what students are doing in Centerville. That episode is going to be eye-opening for people, as it should. It really brings a lot of the social issues to the forefront, and it makes people realize that, this stuff goes on all around us. It doesn't matter if your kids go to an inner city school or if they go to a private school in a prominent neighborhood in Dayton. There are social issues and things that are taking place and that affect all of these kids.
So would you say that's your favorite episode?
No, I mean, it's not my favorite episode. Like I said, each of them have something to prove. And it's about the journey of the 6 of them coming together as strangers and not knowing each other and doing things all over the Miami Valley, what they do in the evenings and all of that. But it's also about what they have to prove. So in each episode of The Valley, we will showcase one of the individuals' storylines. One of our students or one of our cast members was on a football team at his high school, and they lost one of their coaches due to a drinking and driving incident. And it's a powerful episode. I mean, it's going to blow people away. And I love, I mean, if I have one favorite thing, I don't have one favorite episode, but I love the fact that each of these 6 individuals are so open and honest about making a change and just being who they are and putting themselves out there. This is a jock who is talking about, losing his coach. It will be a powerful episode. And in his mind, if he can prevent one person from getting behind the wheel and drinking and driving, then he's done something great.
So I know you was talking about living in Dayton, then you have the Valley. Is it possible in the future that in the local programming that we might have an actual local sitcom, or?
That's a great question. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think we're open to trying anything. We put Living Dayton out there, and the community embraced it. I think as we watch the Valley as a community together, I think people will embrace this as well. Like I said, I mean, this is feel-good TV. This show definitely is. There's fun. There's adventure. In every episode, you're going to get that fun, adventure, and there's drama. When you bring 6 individuals together, you have not everyone is going to get along, and that plays out on camera. So, people are going to enjoy that. I think people are going to enjoy seeing the realness of it. But I think there's still so many different things we can feature about Dayton in a variety of ways through local programming. So, I wouldn't be opposed to it at all.
All right, so I was doing a little research last night on you, but I didn't really find anything, but I found a lot of that you asked your cast members a lot of miscellaneous stuff to give them info about themselves. So I thought I'd ask you some of the same questions.
Sure.
If you had to travel anywhere, where would it?
Where would it be?
Yeah.
I just got back from Mykonos, Greece, and I would go back there in a second. It was probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in the world, and I would love to go back again.
What is your ideal perfect day?
Ideal perfect day starts with, I have 2 dogs, so my day always starts off great when my dogs are with me, and ends the same way.
What, in your opinion, what are the top 5 movies and TV show today?
Wow. I mean, I think everyone today is so into the Netflix world of television, and that's how they consume it, that unfortunately, I think there's a lot of great programming on the networks right now, but I think the trend is watching everything on Netflix and all of the original programs and how they're delivering it, that I think, there's a lot of great programming out there. I mean, of course, I love American Horror Story. That's one of my favorites. But there's other great programming out there that I think a lot of people kind of bypass because I think they feel like if it's on broadcast, they're not going to get the most out of it. And I don't think that's true. I think The Blacklist is an amazing show right now on NBC. I love Scandal. That's one of my favorites. So there's phenomenal writers out there and a lot of actors that are resting in TV, and I think that's a really good thing.
So, what are your favorite movies that you are into right now? Like top 5 movies you like?
Movies, gosh. I have favorites. As far as currently, I don't think there's anything that's come out recently. I love Batman, so anything Batman I think is great. I think Christopher did a great job in his series of recent Batman movies that he told a phenomenal story and showcased something. There's a ton of superhero out there right now, but I think a lot of the classics are what hold up true for me.
How do you feel about Ben Affleck playing as the Superman Batman movie?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, Ben is a pop culture staple, and so I think he's going to do a great job with it. I don't think he would have taken the role on if he knew it was going to be career suicide.
I'm sorry. Somebody reacted to the Ben Affleck and gave him a thumbs down. But through all the movies and TV shows that you've seen or watched growing up, what character do you remember that best describes you or your personality?
Wow, that's a tough one, huh? Ferris Bueller. I think I like to take life. You can't take life too serious, and I think he just talk about a perfect day. I think that one describes it right there.
And what was your most embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing moment. I'm sure there are a ton of them, and I cannot think of one right now. You caught me off guard on that one.
And since it's on Wednesday and it's on social media, what would be your Woman Crush Wednesday?
Woman Crush Wednesday. Boy. Gosh, I've always been a Courtney Cox person. So I think that one would hold true for today. I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, who's Courtney Cox? But I've always been a fan of hers.
Who are your top 3 or top 5 artists that you're listening to or are on your heavy rotation on your iPod right now?
I don't necessarily. I'm more of a Sirius XM guy, and so I bounce. I'm not. Beyonce is incredible, and I think her performance at the VMAs was just blew people away, and the fact they gave her that much time to tell a story at the end of it was phenomenal. She by far is one of my favorites, but my music taste is all over the place. I like to bounce around between hip hop to country to top 40. It depends on my mood.
And have you ever been to a concert?
I have. I'm not a big concert goer, for the record, but I would say one of the best concerts I've ever been to, and it will always be memorable, was Garth Brooks.
Sweet. And what advice would you give to the cast members as they start college?
I think, like I said, I became like their father in a certain way. I felt like through the show, and over time, they really start to open up, and you see the layers peel away. And I think, each of them individually have obstacles to overcome, and I think they did that through the summer, and I think they'll do it more. I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to ruin a lot of storylines, but there's, relationships with their parents. Some are really strong, some aren't. Some relationships with the parents are being challenged during the show. And I think that's one of the biggest things, is just to realize that, you have to just take a big, deep breath. And I've had this conversation with a lot of them and know that what seems like the biggest issue in their life right now, they're going to look back on it maybe 5 years from now, and it's going to seem like nothing then. So just to kind of take every day as it comes and not get too overwhelmed by the challenges they face each day.
So it's depending on, I hope not depending on, but are you already working on towards another season of The Valley or with a different group, or you going to follow the same group you started with?
That's a great question. We haven't decided that at this point. I think a lot depends on how well the show plays, how well the show premieres and how many people watch it and if people embrace it or not, which I really do. I'm very genuine when I say that. Like, I really feel like the Miami Valley is going to really embrace the show and enjoy watching it every week. It's a show you can sit down and watch as a family. It's not just a show for other 18-year-olds. We've viewed it with a couple, moms who are in their 40s and, all of them. There's entry points. This show is an entry point for every person out there. It's an entry point for grandparents who have grandkids that are 18-year-olds. I mean, a lot of people are going to enjoy the show together, and so I hope the success of it brings it back. And as far as what direction we would head, would we cast, I think in a perfect world, and nothing's set in stone, but I would love to have some new cast members, but also bring some of the current cast members of season 1 back into it. That would, in a perfect world, that's what I would do in season 2.
Well, thank you for having the time to actually talk to us about the show. I really hope it does well. I'm actually going to tune in Sunday, September
14th at 8 p.m. on Dayton CW.
I'm really looking forward to that. But thanks again.
And one of the cast members goes to Wright State, so everyone will have to tune in and check out Stephanie.
Yeah, we're actually going to interview her, do a pre-recording interview her after the show.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to be mixed in with this show, so I'm going to do some serious editing. After this interview, it's going to be Stephanie Den. I'm trying to get it played before the like an hour before the show premieres that Sunday.
Oh, great.
So, yeah. Again, thanks again. It's really an honor talking to you, and I wish nothing but good things for the show.
All right, thank you very much. We'll tune in on Sunday, September 14th at 8 p.m. on Dayton CW.
Yes, sir. And again, you're listening to WWSU 106.9, Fairboard Dayton, Dayton's right choice. And here is Break Free, Ariana Grande, and Zed.
This is WWSU 106.9. You are now tuned into your Wright State on WWSU 106.9, Fairboard Dayton.
Hello, you are listening to WWSU 106.9, Fairboard Dayton, Dayton's right choice. You're listening to Yo Wright State with DJ Cuest, and I do have, I promised you, a member of the Valley cast, and we have Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you today?
Good, thank you. Oops. Sorry.
It's fine. But one of the questions I want to ask you, what did you learn from this experience? What did you learn?
Oh. See, I learned a lot of things, but I think the thing that really impacted my life with this, like, on this show was me finally figuring out what I wanted to do with my life, basically. I was really confused, without giving away a lot of information. I was really confused about my career path, and because of certain things that went on the show, I came to the conclusion that, yes, this is what I want to do. I don't regret the school that I decided on.
Yeah.
So, just being on the show, the most Is impactful a word? Because I make up words. I make up words, and I sometimes don't know that I make them up, but I make them up. And I'm going to make up the word impactful. And the most impactful thing on the show was that, figuring out my career path, which was wonderful. I mean, I feel like everyone wants to figure that out, right?
Yeah. So what is could be your career? Is it broadcast journalism or?
Well, I'm going to major in mass communications, and I'm going to minor in political science. So yeah, I came to that conclusion. Broadcast journalism, of course, is under that. Yeah. Major. So definitely broadcast journalism, though. But yeah.
So, how you like it here so far since you started? Like, you adjusted to everything, or you still adjusting, or?
I'm still adjusting. How do I say this? I love my professors.
Yeah.
I think they are great people. But I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel about Wright State yet.
Yeah.
I do like my professors. I feel like they are great professors, and I think that's what matters the most. And if that's good, then, I think I'm set to go. But honestly, like, my honest opinion, I don't know if I love it yet. I don't know if I don't dislike it, that's for sure. But I don't know if I'm in love with Wright State yet. Yeah. But I bet I will.
You will. It gets there eventually. It took me my sophomore year.
Yeah, maybe my sophomore year. I'll
year
fall in love with Wright State. And I'm like, yep, this is the school. And like I said before, I do not regret, like, coming to Wright State.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just like, I don't know if I love it yet.
So I read somewhere that you wanted to be a civil rights activist.
Yeah. I'm really into human rights.
Okay.
And with current events that are going on, I just came to realize that, yeah, this is also what I want to do. That's why I'm going to minor in political science, so that way I can get to know the laws correctly. So, inevitably, I will become a lawyer. Yeah. Not a lawyer, but I know the laws enough, so that way I can protect those who are in need. And once you know the law, I mean, nobody can touch you. Like, once you know the law, there are so many things that you can stand up for, things that you didn't know you could actually stand up for. So with the Hispanic community, that's my main goal. A lot of people in my Hispanic community do not know the law, which gets them into trouble sometimes, or gets them into situations that they can easily get out of, yet they don't know it. And that's where I want to study, to eventually help them get out of those situations and be that path for them when it comes to the law.
Do you have, like, activists, like, you kind of, like, somewhat follow their ideology, or you kind of, like...
Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, Chavez.
Chavez, for sure. One of the things Chavez said that always stuck to me is, I can't really... how does the quote go? I can't remember the quote word for word, but the core of the quote was, if you read, that knowledge that you have, no one will take it away from you, So once I read that, because I read it in a book, but once I read that, I was like, okay, that's right. I will read, I will study, and I will become smart in what I want to be, because that way I will lead those around me, because nobody will take my knowledge away from me. You can take my house, you can take anything materialistic away from me, yet you cannot take my knowledge.
So if we, like, just stuck you on an island, just you would you would take your knowledge, and what else?
I'm weak. I would say.
I just I had to ask.
I would take my knowledge, and what else? What do you want me to do on this island? Do you want my goal? Do you want my goal to be to get out? Or do you want my goal to be, like, to stay and do something on the island?
I mean, you could, like, teach the people. If there was people on this island, you could teach them. I mean, like...
Okay, if there was people on the island, I will become queen.
Okay.
I will be the queen. I will have so much knowledge that I become the queen of the island, because they will be... how do I say this? In what I'm thinking in my head, they don't know about laws and government and whatnot, and that's where I come in with my knowledge. And I will, like, I govern you. I am the politics. I am the power. Power equals politics. Politics is power. So I'll be like, I am the power. But No. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. But if I wanted to get out of the island, I'd take my knowledge and a book, How to Get Off an Island for Dummies, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll take a book. I don't know.
Okay, so who would you want to portray you in a movie about your life?
Ooh. Okay, let me see. See, I love. Okay, what age? Like now? Like,
Yeah, like
if the
just-
movie was
yeah.
about me
Just
now.
now
Like as a
and
teen?
now in the future, like from kid,
Oh.
who would you choose? Teenage years and future.
Let's see. Okay. This is a good question. In my age group, there's not anybody who I'm like, ooh, you're a good actress.
Yeah.
You know, that looks like me.
Yeah.
You know, if they don't look like me, then there's great actresses out there. But that look like me, I have not yet seen someone who I'm like, yeah, I really like your acting. But if I would have to choose, no, I really don't know. Well, if she were ever to become an actress, and if she wants to be an actress, you know Becky G, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Becky G to me, like, I love her just because she embraces our race so much. Like, she embraces her roots. Like, and she's not afraid to do it. Like, she'll speak Spanish, she'll speak English, she'll sing songs from mariachi band, and then she'll sing her pop songs that are on the radio. And I'm like, I love you. I love you so much for embracing who you are and not being afraid to do that. And if she were to ever become an actress and she's good at it, then I'm like, okay, you be me.
I'm actually like a closet Becky G fan. Like, I'm not gonna. Like,
I love her. I love her so much.
I'm trying to figure out what was I'm trying to remember the first song that I listened to her. Then I was like, I was kind of hooked.
I'm still Becky from the block.
It
That
could have
one?
been that one. It was also one that she was like telling the DJ to replay her song. I can't remember on top of my head.
I don't.
It was like kind of poppy on.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the lyrics either.
But we'll just establish that we both like Becky G.
Yes, we both like Becky G, and if Becky G ever decides to be an actress, that would be me. As a teen, yeah. As an older person, I love Salma Hayek. Like, she is so beautiful, and like, her or Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara is the bomb. She is so funny, and I'm like, you are funny.
I love her in Modern Family.
I love her too. Agargol is agargol. That's my favorite.
My favorite.
Agargol is agargol. I'm like, what?
My favorite episode of that show is when I forget the husband's name. I'm trying the one with the 3 kids, the 2 girls. Phil, is that his name?
I think so.
But and I guess he saw his old college roommate or somebody from college, and he pretended Sophia was his wife.
I'm weak. I have not seen this one.
It was like in the early, I just started watching it. I believe it's like in the 1st or 2nd season.
Okay.
And just know I'm like way behind. Like I start shows really late.
I love her so much. So her, or Salma Hayek, or Michelle Rodriguez. She is bomb. She's a babe.
Yeah.
I was like, you're a babe. I wish I looked like you. You portray me. Be me. So, yeah.
So fall's coming around the corner. Do you have like a favorite fall memory or?
Fall memory. I love Halloween. Halloween. I get so excited every year for Halloween.
Do you like decorate your room and whatnot with Halloween decorations?
Oh, no.
No.
I'd be too scared. If I were to put pumpkins in my room and like bats and whatnot, I'd wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I? But I'll decorate the outside. I'll decorate outside. And the thing is, like, during Halloween, my street is packed. Like, there are events. One house has like hot dogs and a bunch of like chips and candy and like drinks for everyone, hot chocolate. So all the kids will go out, get treats and whatnot around the neighborhood, and then they'll come back to that one house in the corner of my street, and people will just chill. And I'm like, that is so awesome. And I love my street for that because I stay at the house. I don't leave for treats. Shoot, I'll stay and eat hot dogs. And I like just eat so much. And I'm like, you guys are the bomb.
That sounds like way better than my neighborhood. Like, I live like in kind of like a retired neighborhood. There's like retired lawyers, cops, veterans, but like nobody's like dared enough to like come to our neighborhood because like my cul-de-sac does not have a street light. So it's like when nobody has a porch light on, it's like pitch black.
Okay.
So like nobody comes to like trick or treat. I will buy candy for somebody to like come. I'll pass out candy. No kids would come. So I'm like, I'm
You're
just
like, candy for me.
watching horror movies, destroying this candy.
I'm weak. He said, candy for me. Shoot, if you know that this happens every year, why do you buy candy?
I keep hoping. I'm starting to think it's for me now.
Yeah, you're
Like,
buying this for you.
that
You're not
giant
thinking
bag
about
of-
children.
That giant
Shoot,
bag of
if I
Hershey's.
knew no children came to my house, I'd go somewhere else if I really loved them and I
Yeah.
really wanted to give out candy to them. But dang,
Yeah.
you say, nope, 3 children, that's enough. I'm going to go inside now and eat my
Go
candy
watch
that
Friday
I bought for these
13th.
children and go watch a movie.
Yeah.
You're funny.
I tried to be at least.
That's funny.
But looking forward, what do you like expect? Like, I know you like main goal is pretty much graduate, but what do you like expect to do like after college?
See, that's a good question. I'm very consistent. You know, my mind, I hate change.
Yeah.
Hate change. You know, I've been playing with the same tennis racket for forever. It's not in good conditions. I mean, it is in good conditions. I took care of it. So, Mr. Unger, if you're listening, I took care of it because he gave it to me.
Awesome.
And that's my teacher. That was my tennis coach. And I just hate change. Like, I do not want to change my tennis racket. It will stay forever with me, you know? So I hate change. I love consistency. So when I, get out of here, my goal is to be consistent in a job. But at the same time, there's so much out there that I love to do that my mom was just telling me how, like, life is short. Just go out. Do things. Don't be consistent. If you are consistent, you will get bored. And you will be bored for the rest of your life. Explore the world. Do the things you wish you want, you wish you did. Just do them. Don't wish it. Just do them. So when I get out of here, eventually I want to be working on Univision, Univision, and work on Primer Impacto. Like, that's my dream job, A lot of people, when I say this, I'm like, oh my God, I know this sounds crazy, but I want to be on Primer Impacto. And they're just like, that's not crazy.
Yeah.
Why is it not crazy? Because people are actually doing it. So if you're, dedicated, then you'll get there, Steph. And I'm like, you the real MVP. I'm like, you the true
The
MVP.
real-
Like, for real. Like,
The tears and clapping.
I like clap and I like cry and I'm just like, yes, I am dedicated. I will get there.
Once you get like in front of a camera and you like that, just when the show's about to go off, just be like, everybody who's watching me, you're the real MVP.
You the real MVP. And I'm just like, yes, So that will be my dream job, to eventually work there. But I don't want to work there forever, even though maybe I will work there forever because I love it so much. But eventually I want to do acting. A lot of people don't have faith in me when it comes to, like, acting. And maybe it's the lack of confidence within myself. I have my group of friends who have seen me be me when it comes to acting because I'm confident around them. And they're like, dude, do the musical theater program at Wright State. Oh my gosh, why don't you do the theater program here? And I'm just like, I would if I had confidence.
Yeah.
And then there's this other group of people who are just like, she's not that good because I'm not confident around them. So I don't think they've seen my, my abilities. So eventually I want to, like, crack that shell and go into acting. There is an institution in Mexico that is, like, the bomb. Like, 1 year as studying to be an actress, they'll have you go out on a showcase, I believe, after a year. You showcase yourself after a year in front of producers and whatnot, and you become part of telenovelas, you become part of, like, a bunch of movies in Mexico, and I'm like, okay, that's a start. Maybe that's what I will do eventually. go to Mexico and study there, the acting career, showcase myself after a year and see how that goes. And if that doesn't turn out well, at least I can't say I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I would love to travel the world. I'd like to go to Dubai. I'd like to go to Yucatan, Mexico. My mom talks wonders about that place. So I'm like, ooh, I want to go there. I want to swim in a cave.
What?
There's a beautiful, I don't know if it's a cave, so correct me if I'm wrong, somebody out there in the world who knows what Yucatan truly is, because I need to do some research, because I'm going to say I'm ignorant about it. I am ignorant about Yucatan. And I just know that it's beautiful. I think it's a cave inside, like under. It's a cave. And there's water, and it's just beautiful and natural, and people swim. I've heard that there's crystals around the cave, so it's just a beautiful place. And I'm like, I want to swim there.
That sounds like awesome. I don't even swim.
So I want to do that, and eventually I want to go back to Mexico and like look at my roots, see where I came from, because that is where I came from. And I want to visit the pyramids. My mom has pictures on the pyramids, and I'm just like, I want to do what you're doing, I want to see where I came from. So I did live in Mexico for a year, but I didn't go out much, I stayed in what's called Ciudad Hidalgo, Michoacan, and I stayed there, and I lived for a good time, went to school there. I was the line leader for the longest. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm a boss. I carried the flag, Flip's hair, carried the flag, the Mexican flag, as we parade. It was just a wonderful experience, and if I could do it all over again, I would. But this time, I'd go out and visit the world of Mexico. Like go to the pyramids, go to Mexico City. The DF is beautiful, I heard. I went to Acapulco, which is beautiful. I got my hair braided, and I was like, yes, girl. My whole head was braided. I remember being in pain. I remember being like, ow, like, what the heck? This hurts.
Like
why do girls
This was
do
your yellow
this?
moment.
Yes. I was like, oh, my gosh. My whole head was braided. I had beads in it. I said, yes.
Wow.
So I had a blast. I always have a blast when I go to Mexico. And I just want to go back and study a little bit about my culture.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do now, because my dad's a real side of the family. I'm trying to, like, explore, because they're very religious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm religious, too. Like, I'm very religious, but I won't, like, stuff it down your throat. Like,
well, if you don't mind me asking, what religion are you?
I'm Baptist.
Okay.
So, like, every time I tell somebody that, they're like fire and brimstone, and like, we're supposed to tell people that you're going to hell for doing so. I'm like, no. So I'm just,
nah, baby, nah. That's not what God wants.
So I'm just like trying to explore his real side of the family, because they have an interesting history. One of my ancestors is the famous boxer Joe Louis. Mm-hmm. So I'm like trying to explore more to see what's going on there.
Okay. Yeah, I think religion is beautiful overall. Yeah. Whatever religion you are, there's beauty in every single one of them. Yeah, it's definitely a controversial topic, but
yeah, I think it's controversial because there's like a lot of people who don't really know. But
a lot of people are ignorant about a lot of religions. I love religion, so I look into all of them. Overall, I'm Catholic. Yeah. But I mean, that won't stop me from looking at other religions and trying to see the way they think, getting a perspective. I don't want to be ignorant about religions. I don't want to judge somebody and be like, your religion is wrong because of this. No. Yeah. Eventually, we all believe in one God.
Yeah, that's pretty much what.
And we love him, and he loves us.
Yeah.
So, that's that.
But what was your favorite episode that you filmed during the whole show?
Camp Kern.
Camp Kern. I went there. Oh
Camp
my God.
Kern was the best. Like, I had so much fun at Camp Kern. Let's see. When I got there, I was having a blast. They told me, I can't get into details.
Just tell.
I did things that
you didn't think you was going to do.
Yeah, like I was I was ready. Like, when they said we're going to play a game, I was so into that game. I was like, yes, I am in this game. Like, and everybody else took it really, like, neutral, you know, a neutral perspective on the game. They're like, okay, let's play, let's whatever. I had a blast.
Yeah.
Like, I was so into the game. I don't think nobody was as into the game as I was. So when we ended that game that we played at Camp Kern, I was so bummed. I was like, it's over? What? And then I was so into the game that I was the only one who had to take a shower. I was the only one who had to take a shower when we were done. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And after that, we went camping, and camping was fun. We had deep talks. There was definitely some, not drama, but like
some like
conflict.
momentum.
Yeah, there was conflict at camp. It wasn't like, girl, like shaking heads
like
and
love and
whatnot.
hip-hop.
You know, there was none of that. It was very subtle. It was just people didn't speak to people, you know?
It was like,
this person didn't speak to that person because yada, yada, yada. This person said, what'd she say? Oh! This person said, would you mind if this person slept with us? And she said, I don't mind. That's fine. You know, I wouldn't mind sleeping with that person, you know. And then that person said, I do mind. I don't want her sleeping with me.
wow.
So that was basically the drama there. Like,
just like moments of resolve, pretty much.
yeah,
or
like
kind of.
Like, you know, in real life, people won't get along.
Yeah.
People have different perspectives, different beliefs, and, you know, that's what happened. And at Camp Kern, two specific people didn't get along. One didn't have a problem. The other one did have a problem. And that's what happened there.
Yeah.
You know, I won't go into depth with that.
It's
but
fine.
you'll watch it, right?
Yeah.
You'll watch it. So
I'm heavily promoting this, so
You'll
I'm pretty sure I have to watch.
You'll see it.
I actually went to Camp Kern with like for high school fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Some members of Cyrus was in it, but we ziplined. They had us do like military stuff, which I didn't understand at the time. So I'm like, I thought we was coming here to chill. I'm like in this like bright jumpsuit that I'm like angry that I brought, because it's like the only thing I know that I could get dirty in.
Oh my
then,
gosh.
the scariest part was because I'm afraid of heights. Like, I really hate, like, people who, like, take me onto, like, skyscrapers. I'll, like, stay on the ground. So we went ziplining. It was fine. We did the first couple of runs. Then they was, like, their practice run. So they took us to the other side of the mountain. Mm-hmm. And we, like, I'm just guessing. I want to say, like, 100 feet of ziplining. It was just like...
Yeah. We went ziplining at Camp Kern. That was fun. Just like you. Other people had... they were afraid of heights. And they didn't get over it, I don't think. But they did something, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. So that was cool.
The only part I got mad ziplining was when I got stuck.
You got stuck?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Because I didn't want to listen to them. I was so determined, because it was the last run, I was determined to, like, get off and get back to the ground.
I love Earth.
So I guess God thought it was funny for me to get stuck.
God
So
said, let me laugh a little.
Like, oh, okay. You don't want to listen, but I'm stuck. So they had to throw the little rope.
I'm weak. This is funny. That's ignorant. God said,
some of the stuff I
chill.
think that happens to me, I think God like gets a kick out of it. Like, just some of the stuff. I'm not gonna mention all the stuff. Like just majority of the stuff that goes through me.
I hope God doesn't get a kick out of the things that happen to me.
Yeah.
I'm weak. But yeah, that was fun. Camp Kern was my favorite one. Camp Kern.
But just real quick, name 5 songs that like describe your personality.
Oh. Don't do this to me.
Really?
Because I actually have to think. That describe my personality? Oh my gosh.
Or you as a person. It's kind of
This is a hard question. You're going to be here for a minute. Okay. Why is this so hard?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Okay.
This tends to happen to a lot of people.
There's a song by... What the heck? I have a brain fart. Like, I can't even think of his name, and I, like, love him. What the heck? I, like, need to look this up. Like, I'm so sad with myself right now. Why am I having a brain fart? What is his name? What the heck? He is the king of kings.
I know you talking about...
No, he's Mexican.
Okay, then.
What in the world? Why can't I think of his name? He is like the bomb, and I love him, and my family loves him.
It's not Iglesias, is it?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Julio Iglesias is pretty good, but... Oh, you know what? Julio Iglesias. He has a good song. It's called De Niña Mujer, From a Girl to a Woman. And my dad sang that to me when I turned 15. So that would be a song that describes me. It's a song that's very important in my lifeline, basically.
Yeah.
You know, in my lifetime. That song made me cry. My dad sang that to me, and I was like, you are awesome. Like, I can't believe you can sing. That's a thing. So that song. What in the world? Why can I think of his name?
I was about to say, I hope that's not a song.
No. It's not Alejandro Fernandez. Why do I keep thinking of Alejandro Fernandez? Like, that's not him. It's Vicente Fernandez. Oh my gosh. Why did I totally forget your name? You're like awesome. But, okay. Vicente Fernandez has a song. It's called Sigo Siendo el Rey. I continue to be the king. And that song is just a song that my family listens to at every party. When people get drunk, that's the song they sing to. When family members are over, we all get together and eventually that song is played. Like, that song is the song. It is so traditional and it's so, used within my Mexican culture. It is popular. It's just like the best, I continue to be the king. It's just a good song. And I love it. So those are 2 songs. Dang, you said 5.
It could be 3. If you're just having this brain fart, we could do 3 or 4.
When going back to my roots is that one. So that one goes back to my roots. A very specific moment in my life was one by Julio Iglesias. My favorite artist will forever be Selena. Not Selena Gomez.
I know.
Because people say that a lot, and I'm like, no, period.
The original Selena.
The original Selena. Selena Quintanilla. She is forever my favorite artist. No one will take her spot. And, like, she means so much to me that I cry when I hear her music. Even if it's a happy song like Bili Bili Bamba, like, I will, like, cry. Because I'm like, why did you have to go away?
Yeah.
So, any song by her. My favorite song by her, I have, like, a bunch. Amor Prohibido is one. So that's one. Si una vez is one. This one's like a long title. El chico del apartamento 512. The boy from the apartment 512. And it's just so upbeat, and I think it's so funny. She had so much charisma in that, like, in that song that I'm like, I love you. Why did you have to leave me? But definitely any song by her because it goes back to my childhood.
Yeah.
And that's about it. And Aventura. Aventura used to be a group that is no longer a group. They should be a group because I miss them. But the guy went solo. His name's Romeo. But Aventura used to be my favorite. When I used to live in Chicago, my family would always listen to them. We bought their album, the first one. And I loved them ever since. And I still buy their albums. I still buy his, Romeo's songs because, Romeo's Romeo. Yeah. He's the bomb, too. And any song by them was good. So, yeah, any song by them will describe my childhood because I listened to them all the time. And, yeah, what I'm trying to say basically is all these songs had an impact in my life. Aventura was listened to in Chicago, and I grew up with that. Listening to Aventura in my dad's car when we went to school, when I had to go help him work, things like that. When we have to go to events, parties, Aventura was always in the car. So Aventura's songs will definitely be a part of my life. Selena, because she was listened to in my headphones, in my room, everywhere I went, because I loved her. Selena's songs will be there. Vicente Fernandez, Sigo Siendo el Rey, because that song just describes my family. Everything we do when we get together is just that tradition and that unity in my family. And then Julio Iglesias, De Niña Mujer. When you come from the Hispanic culture, what we do is we have our quinceañera, the most important part of a woman's life, basically, when a girl turns from a girl to a woman, and we celebrate it. It's like a wedding without the groom, basically. Everything that a woman does for a wedding, a girl does when she's 15, except without the groom. And that song, the song that my dad sang, definitely. So those are more than 5 songs, but whatever.
It's cool. It's cool,
But
bro.
it's cool, right?
It's cool. You're the real MVP.
I'm the real MVP. Thank you.
But before we go, we have interviewed females before, but you're actually the first female to be interviewed in the studio. Everybody else was over the phone. So
I feel so special. I am the first female. Oh, that makes me the first Hispanic female too.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am the first. Oh, I'm gonna use the word Latina.
It's
I am
cool.
the first Latina in the Wright State studio and not over the phone. Turn up.
Yeah.
I just made history.
Yeah.
I just made history. I'm kidding. I didn't. But it's close enough.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
You're the real one.
I'm kidding. I just wanted to be able to say that. I am
Yeah.
the first Latina to ... fills in the blank.
To be on your Right State.
To be. Yeah. Okay. I'm done with myself.
But again, we're everybody's looking forward to see your show on September 14th.
Yes.
At 8:00 on the CW.
Yes.
Again.
Look at you.
Yeah.
We got a fan, the Valley.
Well, thanks again for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome. I had a blast. You're good.
Okay.
You're great.
Thank you. I try.
You're welcome.
And you was listening to WWSU on 6.9, favorite boy Dayton's Right Choice. This was Your Right State with DJ Cuest. And see you around. Good vibes only.